In a quiet city painted in deep indigos and flickering amber, Clara Lane lived in a cozy apartment above Moonlight Bakery. Each evening, the street below hummed with soft rain and neon lights, but inside, Clara's home was all snug throws and the scent of brewing tea. Clara was the city's favorite nighttime detective, not because she solved crimes, but because she listened to lost things, a forgotten book, a missing glove, even memories misplaced in the shuffle of ordinary days. One misty Tuesday, as a storm tapped on her window, a gentle rapping came at Clara's door. It was Mr. Guinness, the bakery cat, balancing on his hind legs with a tiny velvet pouch dangling from his teeth. Clara smiled, scratching his ears. But when she opened the pouch, her gentle heart leapt. Inside was a note written in swirling silver ink. "Help! I have lost my whispering key, and without it the night doors cannot close. Signed, the Sable Watchman." Clara slipped on her woolen coat. She tucked the note into her pocket, fastened her detective's notebook close to her chest, and peered out at the rain-drenched world. The city felt cozy and familiar, the adventure ahead quietly shimmering with possibility. Clara shared a warm look with Mr. Guinness, then stepped softly into the unknown, not out of fear, but out of wondering. Clara stepped out beneath her umbrella, the cobblestone street glistening beneath blue-tinted streetlights. She walked past the bakery, its windows glowing gold, and crossed into the heart of the city where the mysterious mattered more than time. The city was alive with gentle magic, lamplight cast shapes that sometimes seemed to linger, puddles reflected, faces that smiled before vanishing, and everywhere the hush of rain softened every sound. Clara paused beneath an overhanging awning to consider the note. The Sable Watchman, she recalled, tended the night doors, hidden gateways that let dreams drift quietly from house to house. Without the whispering key, doors could not shut, and the city's dreams might wander away into the mist. As she wandered down misty back alleys, Clara found her first clue, a paper crane folded from a train ticket, resting in a teacup atop a sleeping street piano. A gentle puzzle. Where do cranes fly when lost indoors? Clara listened. The piano's keys gave the faintest chime. She softly pressed the G note, and as if in answer, a second clue slid from the piano, a feather, black as midnight, tipped with silver. She tucked it behind her ear, feeling guidance at her side. Continuing deeper into the city's dreamlit night, Clara wound her way toward Lavender Lane, where time ran a little softer and the air always smelled of spring after rain. She encountered old Mallow, the gentle lamplighter whose hat cast shadows wide as blankets. Mallow was cradling a glass lantern shimmering with shapes of moths. "Evening, detective," he murmured. "I see you carry trouble in your pocket and silver in your hair." Clara thanked him, explaining her search. Mallow nodded to the feather. "When keys are misplaced, look for the places between," he advised, passing her a lantern lit with gentle, dancing mothlight. Guided by the lantern's glow, Clara entered a garden tucked between the city buildings, a pocket of wild sleepiness where dew collected on velvet leaves. There, the night's puzzles unfurled gently. She found the shadow of a key, cast not on the earth, but reflected in the water of a bird bath. Clara sketched it in her notebook and whispered her intention. "Help the watchman. Keep the city safe." As she searched, she encountered a fox with lantern eyes, tiptoeing through the garden's shadows. It offered Clara a shimmering ribbon, which, wound around her wrist, pointed toward the place the real key hid, the abandoned clockmaker's shop. With Mr. Guinness trailing close, Clara entered the clockmaker's shop, its windows fogged with memory and time arrested in every silent pendulum. Inside, the shelves were lined with unclaimed clocks and unfinished dreams, their glass faces reflecting the faint pulse of the city's heartbeat. Clara followed the lantern's subtle reflections, the silver-tipped feather guiding her like a compass dreamt up by the moon. She listened for a whisper and heard it. Behind a wall of tangled chains, the faint echo of distant chimes and a voice like velvet wind. The key hides where time forgot. Carefully, Clara moved aside an old velvet curtain to find a locked cabinet marked with the watchman's sigil. She wrapped the ribbon gift from the fox around the cabinet handle. With gentle hands and a hopeful heart, she turned the ribbon, its very movement unlocking the mechanism. The cabinet swung open, revealing, resting on blue velvet, the whispering key, a long, slender silver key etched with moths and moonlight. For a moment, time stood completely still. Clara held the key in both hands, feeling its gentle hum, a sense of beauty, purpose, and quiet connection to the world and all who wander in it. Clara carefully locked the cabinet behind her, slipping the whispering key into her pocket, and turned to leave, feeling the quiet power of having helped, of honoring the magical, overlooked places of the world. Outside, the rain softened into gentle mist, and the city's edges glowed with new warmth. Retracing her steps down the glistening lanes, Clara paused to return. Mallow's lantern and thanked the wise fox who melted into the city's hush with a knowing nod. Back at her apartment, Clara knelt to fasten the key, now warm from her touch, back into the pouch. With Mr. Guinness purring at her feet, she left it on the windowsill for the sable watchman, trusting that, by dawn, it would find its rightful keeper. Looking out at the city, Clara saw the ordinary world transformed subtly by the night's magic. The rain made diamonds of every branch. Windows glowed softer. Even the shadows seemed friendly now. She made a cup of tea and curled beneath her favorite quilt notebook at her side. The adventure complete, Clara felt cozy, at peace, and ready for rest. In the city of gentle mysteries, she knew, the night always led safely home.